Credit to the Detroit Free Press for this next story because this is incredible. Apparently, Detroit is so broke that even their fire departments aren't up to date or modernized in any way, shape, or form. In fact, they're so out of date, they appear to be like pre-1980 in their technology. So this is a really bad situation because there are about 11,000 fires in all of Detroit every year. But since a lot of their fire departments don't have alarms, look at what they use instead.
The city has no modern-day computerized system for getting emergency alert. It has this: a pop can. That's right. In fire stations all across Detroit, firefighters place a pop can filled with coins or screws on top of a fax machine. When an emergency alert comes through, the paper knocks down the pop can. The clinking noise means there's an emergency.
Seriously? Seriously? For everybody listening on the live show, what they do is they just put a soda can with some nickels in it and stuff, or some screws in it, on top of a fax machine. When the paper comes out talking about a fire, warning there's a fire, the paper hits the can, it falls off, and it hits the ground, and it makes a noise where it's like a little bit of rattling. That's their alarm system in some Detroit firehouses. Other ones, by the way, they said the people got thrifty, and they rigged up a doorbell using some wires or whatever. They rigged it up to like a fax machine or whatever warns them, and then all you hear is a doorbell sound, and then that's how you know that's your version of an alarm, a fire alarm, and then you take off. No, but that's how broke we are. Are we really is that how broke Detroit is? That's what's happening right now? You don't have enough money to get the fire department an alarm. You're using a method that looks like fucking Fred Flintstone came up with it? Oh, Jesus. But, of course, what we need to do in America is we need to take millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, and give it to the Kurdish Peshmerga for them to fight a war against people in Iraq. Because we broke Iraq, and then we've got to give them more weapons. That's where our money needs to go. Or our money needs to go to Walmart, because they don't make enough money, even though they're one of the most profitable corporations in the history of the world. Or our money needs to go to ExxonMobil for research and development. We need to give them a big welfare check, $4 billion a year, because, there's not an incentive enough to do your own research and development when you are one of the most profitable corporations in the world. They need our money. Or we need our tax dollars to go to fund the Shrimp Museum in Louisiana as part of a pork barrel project that was jammed into a bill about something else entirely. That's what we need our tax dollars for. We need it to spend billions of dollars on the F-35-2, a plane that doesn't fly. We need 57% of our tax dollars to go towards 57% of our discretionary tax dollars, to go towards defense spending, because naturally, we're going to be invaded tomorrow by Albania. Very worried about that. We need to spend our money on all these different things. You guys don't know that? You don't know that KBR and Raytheon and Boeing need another corporate welfare check? You don't know the military-industrial complex needs more money? You don't know that the big banks need $85 billion a year? And we can't muster up maybe $1 million, not even $1 million, a couple $100,000 maybe, to put in alarm systems in Detroit. And by the way, the water, still off in Detroit. The water. I keep saying it because it's stunning. Like, what are we, in Zimbabwe? You can't turn the fucking water on? You can't turn the water on, but you can openly have conversations about whether or not to go into Syria, a country that has nothing to do with us and would cost us billions if we went in. These are our priorities in the United States of America. An empire that is crumbling from within. We are rotting. We're like a corpse that's rotting from the inside out. And what are we worried about? Everything that we shouldn't be worried about. Here's a radical idea. How about we take all of our tax dollars and reallocate it to rebuilding the country? Our infrastructure has a grade of D. The American Civil Society of Engineers releases a report card every few years. We get a grade of D. I mean, we need to rebuild our roads, our bridges, our water systems, our sewage systems. Everything about the country needs to be rebuilt. What, we can't use high-speed rail right now? But no, we're too busy spending on military and corporate welfare, so we can't care about infrastructure, and we can't get the good firefighters in Detroit an alarm. They're going to have to continue using a can of soda with pennies in it.